Hey, welcome back to Mindful Money Nuggets, the podcast where we explore the intersection of personal values and financial well-being. I'm your host, Traci, and your financial wellness coach. Today, we're diving into a topic that's both reflective and actionable, checking in with your core money values. If you've watched any of my podcasts, you know that core money values are really the foundation of unlocking financial well-being. You must know your core money values to build a sustainable budgeting system that fires you up. And as we move through life, though, our priorities shift. What felt essential to us a year ago may not hold the same weight today. And so that's why it's so crucial to revisit our money values regularly to ensure that they still align with who you really are. With this being the end of the year, this is a perfect time to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. So let's start with why core money values are so important. These are your guiding principles that shape how you spend, save, and invest in your money. They're your financial North Star, keeping you grounded in what really matters most to you. But here is the catch: core money values aren't set in stone. They evolve as you grow, as your circumstances change, and as you learn more about yourself. Life cycles are about growth and transformation, so this is just fine. One of the best ways to check in with your money values is to run a quick spending audit. If you look back at the past 6 or 12 months since we're at the end of the year, I really recommend going back for the entire year. You can ask yourself a few questions. What did I spend my money on? What surprised me? What felt in alignment with my values, or what felt misaligned with my values? I'll give you a personal example. Over the past 2 years, I've noticed an increase in spending on yoga, not just studio fees, but attending workshops and even attending a retreat this year. This didn't surprise me at all, really, as it aligns perfectly with one of my core values, expansion. So for me, expansion means always learning and exploring and growing into a better, more spiritual version of myself. But as I got to another long-standing core value on my list of luxury, which I've defined as comfy but stylish, I reflected on my spending and realized this isn't a Jeep driver for me anymore. Don't get me wrong, I still love comfy. But honestly, I haven't invested in a luxury item in years. My spending reveals a love for repurposed items that I can bring back to life. I've shifted towards creativity. Over the year, I've started to spend more on craft projects, which is really a new hobby that is bringing me a lot of joy and fulfillment. Creativity feels more authentic and aligned with where I am right now. And you know what? There's still a touch of comfy but stylish in my creative endeavors. I mentioned that I like to repurpose old items and I bring them to life in that comfy and homey way. So I haven't entirely lost that piece of myself. Another way to check in with your values is to ask yourself, did I allocate time or money towards them? This step is critical because values can get tricky. Sometimes they're aspirational things we wish we valued, but really aren't authentic to us. Here's an example for me. I admire highly organized people, and I will often say I value organization. But if I'm honest, it's not truly a core value for me. I don't spend money on it, and I don't invest a lot of time in it. What I value more deeply is traditions. So while I may not spend hours creating the perfectly labeled pantry, I will spend time and money creating meaningful holiday events and rituals with my family. That's where my juice lives. For many of my clients, financial freedom will top their list of values, but I always challenge them to define what does financial freedom actually mean to you? For me, financial freedom isn't about having millions in the bank. It's about spontaneity, the ability to create, explore, and live without feeling bound by the financial constraints. And sure, millions of dollars could do a lot of good for me and for others, but really and truly for me, freedom is about how I feel, not how much money I have. So how can you reconnect with your core money values? Here are 3 actionable steps to guide you. Number 1, run a spending audit. Take a look at your spending over the past year. Identify patterns that align or don't align with your current values. Number 2, reflect on the surprises. Ask yourself why certain expenses surprised you. Did they bring you joy? Do they point to an emerging value you hadn't acknowledged before? Number 3, check aspirations versus authenticity. Be honest about whether your values reflect who you are or who you think you should be. Authentic values will naturally show up in how you already spend your time and your money. Reconnecting with your core money values is one of the most powerful ways to create a financial plan that feels authentic and energizing. When your spending aligns with your values, you'll find more joy and purpose in how you use your money. I'd love to hear what you uncover as you reflect on your values. If you're feeling stuck or unsure about where to start, let's connect. Schedule a free discovery call with me and we'll explore your core values together. And I promise it doesn't have to be about me selling you something unless you're interested in ongoing work. You can find the link in the show notes, so go ahead and schedule a discovery call. Anyway, as always, thanks for tuning in to Mindful Money Nuggets. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend or leave a review or subscribe. It helps us reach more people looking to create a financially free, value-driven life. And until next time, remember, financial freedom starts first with a definition. Bye for now.